Hello viewers, you join us at the Jharkhand test track and we are here to ride a lovely motorcycle, or rather the latest iteration of a mad, insane motorcycle. Say hello to the all-new 2023 KTM 390 Duke. There are a lot of things that's fresh about this new KTM 390 Duke, and the first of them is the styling. This is perhaps the only part of this motorcycle that is somewhat familiar to the bike it replaces, but you can see that it is more aggressive with much sharper cowls and a slimmer rear section. The LED headlamp at the front and the minimalist taillight at the rear complement the aggressive, sporty and fierce nature of this street fighter. At first glance, the LCD instrument cluster may not seem very different to what the previous bike had, but this one is all new and is a significant upgrade because the amount of information it displays and in the layout it does so is a marked improvement over anything in the segment in the market right now. There are riding modes on offer: rain, road and track. And in track mode, you also have the exclusive launch control mode. For those of you who feel that the previous generation of the Duke was a little too uncomfortable, we have good news for you. This motorcycle sits a lot lower, the saddle height is lesser, and the reach to the handlebars is easier, as is the foot peg positioning. So, improved ergonomics to give a comfortable position for everyday use, even in traffic. The only grouse I have with this is that this brilliant instrument cluster gets in the way when I tuck down. But that is a problem that you may face during 10% of your ownership with this motorcycle. This right here is the fresh new heart of the motorcycle. The 373cc engine is gone. It is replaced by this 399cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder DOHC unit, and they have renamed it to LC4C. Sure, it is a larger engine than before. That is primarily because this one has a longer stroke and is significantly redesigned. KTM India have also taken the opportunity to improve the power and torque figures of the 390 Duke. Furthermore, the clutch cover on this side is fresh, as is the magneto cover on the other side. Significant componentry on the motorcycle have been relocated, such as the oil filter that used to be on this side is on the other side now, and the coolant reservoir is now in the middle of this frame. Frame. Sure, the engine is redesigned, but the frame is almost next to brand new. The trellis exists as before, yes, but the mounting point for the shock absorber is different, as is the subframe. Instead of having plastic cowls over a trellis subframe as was done in the previous generation, this time they have a cast aluminium unit that runs the length of the bike, allowing lots of room for wiring and making it more durable in the long run. Is the suspension too hard for your liking, too soft? Well, that is no longer an issue because the latest generation of the KTM 390 Duke gets adjustable suspension, adjustable for rebound both at the front and rear because they are WP Apex units. So now you have a fast machine that you can set to your preferred suspension settings, and that should make a world of difference on your daily commute, weekend riding and the occasional track outing. The smile on my face should tell you exactly how the 390 Duke handles now. If it was a machine for the corner carvers and the thrill seekers previously, it is now more of that formula in a much more attractive, more refined and better equipped package. The adjustable suspension at the front and rear allow you to find the right balance between an outright sporty ride and the comfort that you need every day. The engine is punchy. It delivers power throughout the power band and has very little or a very short dull spot, and it's exciting to ride, especially powering out of corners. And if you use the launch control, that could significantly brighten your otherwise dull and boring day. If you place a second generation Duke next to this one of the first changes that are immediately visible is that the disc brake is now on the right side, which is easier and just stress-free for a lot of reasons. But primarily, it is not just relocated, it is also a brand new unit, something that we saw on the RC 390 previously. There is no more carrier, it is bolted directly onto the wheel, shaving a significant amount in unsprung weight, which is what makes this motorcycle extremely aggressive and extremely enthusiastic about entering corners fast and with more enthusiasm. The last piece in the ride and handling puzzle are the tires. KTM have invested in Metzeler tires for the 390 Duke, and a wise move because these tires are grippy and they are fun to ride on, and they match the potential of this bike's revised engine, suspension and brakes, making it incredibly exciting to ride. But one just needs to wait for the tires to warm up. This piece of controlled aggression in orange or a variety of other colors could be yours for a price of rupees 3.11 lakh ex-showroom. Does that sound expensive to you? It may, but what we must notice here is that the jump in price from the previous generation to this motorcycle is very reasonable considering the amount of equipment it is currently offered with. So there you have it. That's everything you need to know about the latest from KTM. If you feel we have missed out on anything, as always, let us know in the comments and we will get back to you promptly. This is Joshua Verghese signing off for Bike India.